Hello, everyone.
Hey everyone.
Yes, back again we are on a Friday
Hey.
for some coding fun. Yes, although I do realise it might already be Saturday for some people. In which case,
All right.
Lucky them.
I thought you said, I just realized it's actually a Wednesday.
No, definitely. I don't think it's a Wednesday for anyone.
Okay, that's good.
Not on this planet.
Yeah, that's good.
Woo. Excellent. Now we have double Leanne yet again. Anyway, thank you for coming along to watch Shankar and Iha, Joshua, Cyber Auntie, Bianca, Korhan.
I think all the emojis have broken.
And Alana. It's always like that.
All right. It's like YouTube emojis aren't supported in the streaming software that we use.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube. You can see your lovely little pink hands and things you're sending. But when I put it on here, we get just the
hand pink waving. I was like, what?
It's only the YouTube ones though, because luckily the traditional bunnies and tigers are working.
Still support it.
Yes,
that's good.
Which brings me to our poll. We run a little poll here every time we come on, which is, if you are new here, please drop a bunny rabbit into the chat to let us know.
Yeah, it's like
that one right there.
It's running away.
And if you've been before, hit me with that tiger.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and the tiger over there. Yeah.
That one there. You can also use the full body one if you wish.
Right here.
Also accepted.
That's the one.
Look at them. Wow, some tigers. Hello. Uncomfortable chair is back. Yeah. Good stuff. Ooh, a duck.
A duck.
A coding duck.
Interesting.
Welcome to you. Tim DeHoff is back. And N.
Oh yeah, and if you're from Colchester, it's an elephant.
Yes.
Just in case there is somebody else in Colchester watching us.
Indeed. Alana's here, which is a nice reminder to plug our little Scrimba newsletter.
Yep.
I was sharing this. No, I'm not, so I'll have to reshare it. One moment. Yes. You can drop your email in here if you would like a roundup of stuff we do at Scrimba, plus some useful resources and exciting tales of people who have been hired after studying at Scrimba and all sorts. Oh, and pet pics.
Security dog. Oh, adorable.
Adorable, indeed. So go and check that out. And if you're interested in whether people can get a job after studying with Scrimba, here's our student success page. Recently updated with January's good news. Look at them all. Loads of them. So yes, you can check that one out as well. But now, on to the coding.
Yes.
So our plan is to create a stopwatch.
Yeah.
Michael tells me it's nice and simple. So that's...
Well, I never said that. I said it should be fairly straightforward. Yes. Well, today Leanne told me that the topic for today's stream is coding stopwatch, and I said, you like watching me suffer with time. Time and me and coding time, anything to do with time is usually hilariously, excruciatingly painful. But
this isn't really time as such. Because we don't need the dates and we don't need to know what time it is.
Yeah.
We just need to count seconds. So
like,
hopefully
as soon as
too bad.
It has anything to do with like time, dates, and time zones and things like that, my brain just freezes and stops working. So, and apparently Leanne thinks that it's hilarious content.
Do you not use these in your job as a developer?
I do, but like I don't have to like code calendar features from scratch and stuff like that, and I don't have to. And actually, surprisingly, in my career, I have actually avoided developing features that heavily involve like calendar appointments and stuff like that. So I didn't actually have to deal that much with time zones.
Well, that's comforting. Michael here has got to the level of senior developer without dealing with time and without doing much CSS. So there's hope for us all.
Well, I mean, CSS is fairly easy. You just go into the back end. So that cuts off that part. But yeah, time, I suppose I just got really lucky. Like I still have to deal with times, but most of the time it's like you already have a predefined time with time zone that you have to do something with. Like an event happens at a certain time, that kind of stuff. Or like you schedule things, but they're mostly on the server. So for most things, people just kind of avoid dealing with the complexity of time zones. So they just kind of saying things are meant to happen on this date and time in this time zone. Again, well, even in the backend, there are lots of features that feature time. I just never had to deal with them.
Good news.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, for you. Hooting great. I'm almost done with the self-paced bootcamp. Yay. And learned
nice.
so much. Yes. Scrimba bootcamp. This is our bootcamp led by Gil. You work through the career path.
Yes.
Which teaches you everything you need to know to become a hireable front-end developer.
Very nice.
Difference between the career path and the bootcamp is that the bootcamp gives you study groups, some exclusive projects,
yes,
only available to bootcampers, and project reviewed by experienced coders, and weekly live sessions. So very exciting. Anyway, on to
very nice.
our code. Also, I want to shout out all the bunnies here. Look at them all.
Oh, wow. Yeah, welcome to all the bunnies. And welcome back to all the tigers.
The tigers.
That's what we say.
There's a double bear.
A double bear. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. And some people watching on LinkedIn. It's all kicking off today.
Oh, wow, really? There's more than one person watching us on LinkedIn. That's amazing.
I found out that usually it's Froda, our colleague, who watches on LinkedIn. So hi, Froda.
So I see.
No, it is other people.
Right, okay, cool.
Yes, anyway. So here we are on scrimba.com/noob. And you can choose from various templates. You can have HTML, CSS plain, or HTML, CSS, and JS with NPM.
Yeah, select that with NPM.
Can you not put NPM into the plain one if you wanted it?
I think it requires like a Webpack setup.
Oh, okie dokie. I'm not sure we're going to be using NPM today.
But just in case, to make things easier.
You never know.
Actually, no. If you go to index.html, is there? Yeah, there you go. So it says script type module. So it already kind of like, so you can import things a little bit easier. Because remember a couple of streams ago, we actually had to suffer through that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the time things are already set up in the project, so you kind of really have to deal with that kind of setup. But there you go. Beep. Change the title?
No, just HTML title.
Yeah, but that changes the title on the tab if it's in this.
Yeah, it is the thing that does that, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're inside of a Scrimba.
Yeah, so that's why it's not doing it.
So it would have.
I just wondered if it would do that.
Yeah, and there are no tabs on the mini browser. Yeah.
Yeah. So a little detour there. So I think we should start with the JS today.
Should we? I don't know. I think we should start with HTML actually.
To-dos. We need to.
Yeah. So we're coding stopwatch.
Why am I doing that here? Start.
So you need 3 buttons. Start, stop, reset.
Well, I mean, you could have one dynamic button.
Okay.
You could. I'm not saying you should.
Okay. So yeah, start, stop, reset, functionality. A button or not, we'll decide that later.
Well, I guess we need at least one button. Unless it just runs on page load. I mean,
Yes.
This reminds me of my friend when we were at university. She had a kettle and it didn't have a switch, and if it was plugged in, it was on.
Oh yeah, I know the kettles like that.
I don't know how it got through the electrical safety requirements of the EU, but there we are.
A lot of cheap hotels have kettles like that.
Really?
Yeah, you just plug it in and that's it.
Once I put a plate or something on the kettle switch by accident.
Right.
and it boiled and it just kept boiling, and then I returned to a sauna in my kitchen. Yeah.
Yikes.
Dangerous things, though. Anyway, reset stopwatch and stretch goal.
Stretch goal.
Laps.
Laps. Ooh, laps. So a lap would be like, yeah, you do. How do the laps on a stopwatch actually work? I know I have them on my phone, but I never use them. How do they work?
Right. Kind of hard to explain. Stopwatch.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see what we're actually trying to replicate.
Right. Online stopwatch.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think this one has laps.
Okay, that one doesn't have laps.
Well, if it did,
doesn't have laps.
The laps appear below, and this keeps counting up.
So you like press the lap button, and it shows you like the time, and it saves the time underneath, and it starts a new stopwatch.
No, it doesn't start a new stopwatch. It saves the time of that lap, but the whole stopwatch continues.
But the stopwatch
maybe it isn't
continues.
here. No. Okay. Well, you might
this
call
one
it.
is called split.
Is that the same thing?
I think so.
I think so too.
So it continues going, but it saves the time.
Yeah, basically. That's what we're going to do. Pseudo code says pen pal music.
Okay.
That's a very generous description of this. But yes, that's what we're aiming for.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, well, let's just make HTML.
Okay.
How much styling do you want to do?
Amazing. Stopwatch. Yes. Styling, I think we should do the functionality and then sort out the styling.
Okay.
But to do that,
in that case,
we need this. P with an ID of time, I guess. P.
Well, it would be a stopwatch, no?
I feel like the stopwatch is the whole thing in its entirety with the button.
Nah. Call it stopwatch.
No, I got to call it time display.
Oh, okay, just call it time.
I thought time display is actually more descriptive.
Okay.
Right. This can be improved, but let's get a start button in.
Well, and
I think we should.
Stop and reset.
Or you want to put them all in?
Yeah. Oh, come on, push the button.
Okay.
I have 3 buttons.
Oops. Oops, no. And then you use the mouse much at work?
Depends.
I worked with someone once. You know who you are. Who was always telling me off for using the mouse. He's like, it's so slow. If you use the mouse, you should just do everything on the keyboard. I'm like, I think that's quicker, but okay.
Yeah, some things are quick on. Like I know some people who are really good with their keyboard shortcuts. But also I knew strangely an awfully a lot of number of people who were really good. Like I remember one of my first managers, Phil. He was really good at coding. Well, he still is.
We assume.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him for ages, but he was really good. He impressed me like how meticulous and really good at stuff he was. But he never used shortcuts. He was like, well, not as much, but most of the time he just used the mouse and like he was very slowly, methodically just moving about the code editor. But at the same time, like the day passes and he would be super productive, even though he would it's like a proverbial hare and tortoise.
Yeah.
He was really good at just writing code out, even though he was fairly slow with it. Then most of the time, just stuff just worked. So yeah.
Height 100 VH. Hopefully that will work. I've not centered everything. align items. Okay, that's fair.
Body, amazing stopwatch, H1.
Probably don't actually want that, do I? No, definitely don't want that.
H1? No, that should.
Let's see what I'm actually.
That should have applied to H1.
It should have.
Ah.
Okay, that's the issue. It's not centered. Text align center. But okay, that'll do for now. So
yes.
Just a recap.
All right, so let's put the time in as well.
Or just hard code some. Yeah. Okay. Big plan. Okay.
So I think we need to do the same for a P, right?
I mean, actually, no, we can just put it here. There we go. And we can lose this. But I think we can have, P, font, size, and.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That looks.
Like if that was smaller. Stopwatch.
I like minimum.
I'm gonna call it stop.watch.
Oh, right. Ooh, actually, speaking of which, like, you know, oh, that's interesting. Are there by domains? Is that actually register your domain? Google domains. Yeah, fair enough. Why not? Stop.watch. Or is that stop.tech, stop store? I don't think .watch is stop sign.watch. So .watch is available as
for £25 a year.
Yeah, so does GoDaddy support it? Stop.watch is available for £51,000.
Bargain.
But stops.watch is available for £8.22.
Wow.
Stop.shop, stop.cloud, stop store. Wow, stop.watch is available. I mean, a part of me wants to go and see what's there, but also considering it's a .watch, I'm not entirely sure what there might be. So anyway.
See what says, I think you forgot the crocodile thing after the P. Did I? But
just in case, whoever you are, stop.watch, we have found that domain is taken. But, you know, if you want to host our stopwatch,
yes.
For nothing. We don't want to buy it for £51,000. Right. So I think that's.
Yeah, it's there now.
What is?
The angle brackets. I think they're okay.
Yeah.
I think it's an older message.
Yeah. Well,
thank you anyway.
Delete kind.
Nicely demonstrated with this. I'm so hyped, says Snow White. Ooh. Oh. I started learning JavaScript on Monday.
Oh, congrats.
So excited to be here.
Oh, yeah, congrats.
Good for you. Andrew Harper says, H1 text align center.
Yes.
Okay, so that's that.
Okay.
I feel like we have the minimum viable HTML for stopwatch.
Yeah.
I also think it would be better if this were. Oh, wait, no, I can't do it on there. I need to.
Oh, I see, right. Like, you know, finishing touches.
Yeah. So we want to grab that ID time, I guess.
Yeah, so I probably don't want to make it const. I want to make it let because we'll be updating that text.
1 moment. Kahan, Can you share the link to the script?
Yes.
Here it is. You can code along. Woo! Arthur O'Leary. Stopwatch.
Ah, nice.
Watch.
I see.
Very
Dot
good.
watch. Nice.
Hello, Aussie. Yes. Okay. Carry on. Yeah, I would say.
Or
Sounds good.
I think it would be like. Right. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway. So in that case, what is it? Document get element by ID, and we are grabbing time.
Yes.
So basically, we should have
P with an idea of time.
and then the dot inner text. It should give us the string with, whatever we already have here. Okay, cool. So in that case, so basically because we have to run the time every, whatever.
Millisecond, I guess.
Yeah. So in JavaScript, that would be, is it set timeout?
Is it?
Basically, if you want
What's
to
the difference
round,
between that and set interval then?
set timeout versus I can never remember. Set timeout, set interval. Execute code after X seconds. Execute the code every X seconds.
So I think we need the interval one then.
Yeah, we probably do. Scheduling.
We set timeout is, it waits and then it does
Set interval. Yeah. There was this thing somewhere. Set interval. The internal scheduler will run. So you start. But set timer guarantees a fixed delay. Okay, so in that case, if you need the code to run at an interval, you have set interval. Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the few things in JS that is named quite well.
Yeah, well, like get element by ID. It's pretty apt.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Candy Code says, Leon knows what's up.
Yeah.
Or what?
Okay, in that case, and we know that. Okay, let's go to the docs for set interval. Definition usually calls a function specified intervals in milliseconds. Okay, that's good to know. Then to execute the function only once, set timer method instead. Okay, fair enough. To clear an interval, set ID return from the interval. Right. So this will be useful if we want to stop our stopwatch. So we will want to clear the interval. So use the ID return, and the ID return is basically this. Okay?
Yeah, we use clear interval.
Clear interval. Okay, so in that case.
My interval.
So const interval ID set interval. And basically that would be start function, and we want to run it, let's say, every second for now. So that would be 1000 milliseconds. And then just so we don't forget, clear interval. Interval ID. So basically we run it for like 1 second and then.
So what's start then? A function you need to write? Was that?
Yeah, so this will be a function that we need to write. So in that case, I'll also write.
Hey, says Ramin. No, Ramin. Hello.
So we can actually just write the stop button. Oh, anyway, yeah. Let's not get too much ahead of ourselves. So we have set interval, clear interval straight after that, and then let's write function start, which is basically what we're doing.
I don't think we need a variable, do we? This is where.
Well, we do need interval variable if we want to stop the stopwatch. So I'll just write it out so I don't forget that we actually need to do it.
But I mean, we need a variable to store the number of seconds or milliseconds.
Yeah, and then what does it say? Set interval takes milliseconds. Required functions to execute interval. If the value is less than 10, 10 is used. Interesting.
Really? So you can't actually do it in milliseconds?
Well, you can't have it less than 10 milliseconds, yeah. So it has to run at least 10 millisecond interval.
So how are we going to count milliseconds? We're going to count them in 10 increments?
Well, to be fair, we're not actually counting the milliseconds because there are 1,000 milliseconds in a second, but we're only counting like 1,000 tonight. So we're counting hundreds.
So on the iPhone stopwatch.
Yeah, it's like that. So you're not actually counting milliseconds. You're counting every 100th millisecond.
And we never noticed.
Actually, are you?
I don't know.
Yeah, because when this becomes...
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
because when this becomes 9, you turn into a second. So yeah, that's right. So you're counting every 100th millisecond. You're not actually counting every millisecond.
What if I need to count milliseconds?
I mean, in that case, you're going into like the Olympic level of precision. I'm not sure that my personal laps or whatever I'm doing, I mean, I don't actually count it. I count it as like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And that's kind of good enough.
This has been an eye-opening session, hasn't it?
Okay.
Anyway, on we go.
Well, and in that case, yeah, basically, what do we actually need to do? So set interval doesn't actually count the time for you, but it runs it at every interval. So what we can do is basically, in that case, create variables, milliseconds, seconds, and minutes. And because we're running it every, so we have already justified, so we don't probably want to run it every millisecond, right? Even though the stopwatch kind of presumes that that's what we do, because we only display every 100, so we can kind of just run it every 100, right? And at the start,
Will it make that much difference?
We just
to the performance.
Yeah, iterate it by 1. So let's try to remove the.
Okay. Yeah, but that's not going to show anything, is it?
Yeah, because we also want to add.
Well, we need to.
So we want to.
Are you just trying to see if it's running? We just console log ms in the start function. But I think start is the wrong word because that is the function we use all along. It's not just the start. So I think we should call it count. Whoa. I'm quite surprised that's not breaking things. Okay. Well, it's working.
Yes. So I think actually probably.
Maybe we need to rate limit it.
No, I think it's all right. I think it's all right. Okay, yes.
Wait, look at it go. Ooh.
Okay. It clearly works. Okay.
It does work, yes. Yeah, I'm very good. Did I?
Okay, so.
I think we're good.
No, I think we're good.
Why is it not stopping? Because there's no limit. Why is it not stopping? Because we have a clear interval. We're not using it, I guess.
Yeah, we're not using it. Exactly. We are actually just wiping it off. So in that case, let's wire that up.
Good plan. So it will just run forever until you tell it to stop with clear interval.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I will actually const stop. Then we get element by ID. I suppose that would be useful time. Pause.
Failed to execute.
So we grab that stop button. I just create a little bit more space on the screen. Okay. And then stop button dot add event listener. And
click.
Yeah. Click. On click of that button, I just want to execute. Does that work?
Maybe.
Nothing is being logged.
So it's not running now.
So that. Oh, yeah, I think that actually executes it. Yeah, okay. So because, show that again. So what happened is, because once this JavaScript is passed, because it's just written there, this function gets executed straight away because I'm basically calling it here. But what I need to do is to say, hey, when you call that function, when it's actually clicked, call it. Don't call it.
Why was it not running before when it was above then?
So because this, so it's like you pass things as a reference to it.
Oh, okay.
Right, like here, we pass function. We say, hey, when you need to do something, you have this function to run. But as soon as you use the brackets, you say, call this function. And basically, when the event listener is added, it calls it. But what I want to do is to say, hey, here is a function for you to run when you actually need to be called.
Okay, so let's see if the stop button works. Yes.
Yes, it works. Okay, cool.
But that wasn't 2100 milliseconds, was it? I think we need to tweak.
I think that's all right. Yeah, why? So that's basically,
that basically
means
less than a second.
No, that means 2 seconds.
Oh, right, 21, yeah.
Right.
Because there's 1,000.
Yeah, so 10 of these is a second. So 10 times we run the interval is a second.
I think this is confusing. We can just do this.
Can we?
Maybe not.
No, okay. I don't think you can. I think you have to give it in milliseconds.
Yeah. Maybe that's something else you can use seconds in then. Oh, yeah, that's the delay on animation, I think. But anyway, we can
It looks like you have to do it in milliseconds.
Okay, well, we can do that.
You're running every second now. Yeah. See? That makes sense.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, but we don't want to do that.
Don't we?
Well, because we want to see the millisecond numbers update.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe do modulus if you want to work out. I think this is going back to we were talking about if you need milliseconds.
Yeah, once he's for
example, in Formula One.
What?
In Formula One, you need milliseconds.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I watched Formula One a couple of times in a pub, and I didn't go into great detail about. But yeah, I would imagine it's like racing and lots of money and stuff. So I suppose it really matters who crosses a line and what order. I mean, that's literally the point of racing, right?
Anyway,
who crosses the line in what order?
Let's update the DOM.
Yes. So let's update the DOM. So we do have the time, and in that case we just have so we do want to time dot inner text equals, let's just
MS.
Yeah, we don't. We kind of want minute. Right, we want minute.
Oh, but now we're going to run into that problem we always have where we'll have to pad it with zeros.
Yeah.
Will become clear in a minute what I mean. Okay, let's see what that does.
But anyway.
Yeah, but okay.
It doesn't matter. It's all right.
Yeah, but then
That's okay. That's okay. So
No,
basically,
look. Okay, you can't. Because when it gets to 100, is it going to start counting the other ones properly?
what?
This eventually, right? Yeah, see, it's not doing what
That's
we want.
already 12 seconds. Yeah, because we're only displaying it as milliseconds. So currently what we do is like when it swaps into seconds and minutes and stuff, we're actually not adjusting it correctly. So I think what it needs to do, so you do add a millisecond, but then you basically go, what is it? So milliseconds so that number divided by 10 is a second.
What are you trying to do? Get rid of the last digit so it only ever shows 2. Can't you just round it?
What? Say that again.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to display seconds.
Okay, but exactly what are you trying to change at the moment?
Actually, if you probably just model that.
Yeah, that's what someone said. I want a pint after this. Yes. Who finishes the first pint in milliseconds? Yes.
Oh yeah, that doesn't.
Oh, look. Mohammed has an idea. Date to locale string. Time style medium.
Ooh.
Sounds promising.
What? Date?
Date to locale time string.
Yeah, but.
NUS time medium.
Kind of, yes. But how do we pass our format? Like our milliseconds and other stuff. Anyway,
I think that's what that answers.
I think that basically that works out the padding, which let's get to it once we get to it, because I'm about to start brain fighting on the division of these numbers.
Okay.
As usual.
We need conditional statements. Oh.
So no, I don't think I want to modulate that. Why does that do that?
I was hoping you'd tell me that.
Okay. No, hang on.
S equals ms divided by 10. But then ms and s would be the same, wouldn't they?
Why am I actually doing this? What? Oh, wow, that really true. What? Yeah, I don't get it. What is actually going on?
Michael, I think it's line 11.
Well, yeah, but I don't understand how.
Oh, just delete it then. Beep. Okay, gone.
I think I should just create like let. Total time, right? I'll just create the total time.
Yes,
which is
people have some ideas. Okay. In line 10, what does?
Oh no, it's 1. Okay, sorry. No, okay, sorry. Let me just
We'll return to this question.
Yes, we will. So I need to display. So that will be like 100th of a millisecond, right? But
what about math.floor? That's what I meant when I said we should round it.
But round it to what?
Well, I mean, I guess it would be math.round. So it goes either up or down, depending on which it is. If it's 4, it rounds down.
Wait. I need to write this out.
Okay.
So seconds equals total time divided by 10, right? And then minutes would be seconds divided by 60. So,
Michael, to
what?
fixed method rounds the string to a specified number of decimals. I think this is what we need.
Yeah, but that's just padding. That does not display correct numbers.
No, this isn't padding. The to fixed method converts a number to a string and then rounds it to a specified number of decimals.
Yeah, but that will do the maths of converting milliseconds to seconds and minutes. So it won't take the total of milliseconds and convert that into minutes, seconds, milliseconds. It won't do the breakdown for you. That's something you need to do yourself.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so...
Okay. Minutes.
And that's what I always, that's what I remember when we were doing the other thing, I was brain farting on the same thing.
Convert milliseconds to seconds.
So we divide the total by 10, we get the seconds. But I don't think we need to divide it by 10. I think we actually need to. Actually, maybe yes, because every 100th we add 1. When we get 10 of those, okay, let's see.
You divide it by 1,000 to get the seconds, so you must.
Let's see what happens. Oh, seconds is not defined. Oops, sorry. Okay, right. So.
No, Michael.
Yikes.
Seconds is divided by 1,000, I think.
No, but we run it every 100th.
Well, don't.
We can't. We can't run it every millisecond. Because the minimum is 10, so you'll have to divide it either by 10 or 100.
Well, what difference does that make? Just run that every second. Yeah.
Maybe that's actually would be a little bit easier. So in that case, we get the total is in seconds. So in that case, seconds equals. Okay, seconds equals total for now. Right?
Yeah.
And in that case, it's a bit slow, but if we take minutes, will be total modulo 60, right?
I think so. Well, yeah. No, you don't want modulo, do you? You want divide.
No, you want the whole one.
If it doesn't modulo give you the remainder, which is not what you want.
Modulo versus. I probably want floor division. What kind of division? Anyway, what does the chat say? What division operator do I need? We'll see.
We'll come back to that, but I think if you just do this. Let's see what happens. Wait.
Well, that's what happens. You get, look.
Yeah. Okay, so then we can round it down.
You can't round it down. It makes no sense. Yeah, I think you need. Oh no.
Michael Limber's here.
I know modulo gives you the remainder, yes, but
Michael,
we need the whole
math.floor total divided by 60.
Thank you.
Just in time to save the day.
Oh,
Divide and floor it, says Cyber Auntie.
Oh.
Hey, says Amber, if milliseconds equals 1,000, 100, increment S and reassign MS equals 0.
So considering that we've just
Leanne's correct, am I?
Just done these for minutes.
Can you specify what I was correct?
At what point?
But thank you.
I think now we can. Now I think we can go back to this
Okay,
because we've done the minutes,
okay.
so we can use the same logic. But this time is by 10, and then remove that. Is it? No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're onto something. Oh, but
Yeah, that looks like it's right.
But this is the milliseconds.
But we've put them in the wrong one. Yeah. You must define ms as
yes. And this
then
is,
Jan said.
and this is the seconds.
Yeah, I think. Why is it?
Oh, but this is with the dot.
Yeah. How did that happen? Oh, so we need to. No.
Yeah, because it's by modulo.
Huh?
Milliseconds. But I divided by total. What? Oh, but I haven't cleared out the intervals. See, why is it going around? No, and I think it's counting tenths of seconds. Why have I done that?
You're counting hundreds of seconds. Start with ms to s to m to hour.
Stop. So no, I think total is not divided by 60 because I'm counting it every 100 milliseconds. I'm running this every 100th. So ugh. Okay, so now it should be 1 and 40.
Michael, Amber, and Keith are suggesting that.
So maybe I should actually do.
I think the issue is around there. Yeah.
Right, and that should be modulo 10 to just give me the remainder.
That looks promising.
But not modulo. Actually, maybe I just display the total.
So easy to get lost in the MS sec stuff.
I know.
You're telling me. Uncomfortable chair. Every 10 milliseconds should be 1 second. So what do we need to do? Maybe this. M equals math.floor total.
I mean, we're displaying
Divided
seconds
by 600.
correctly. We're displaying seconds
right.
correctly. So I think once we do the same, we can display minutes correctly now as well.
100 milliseconds is 1 second. Is it?
It's 1,000.
No.
Yeah, because milli means thousandth. Yeah, so.
Yes.
Yeah. Set timeout. milliseconds. Wait. Okay.
Go to the set timeout docs.
Oh.
This is way harder than I thought it would be. You and me both, Cyber Auntie. We already changed it by the time I read your comment. So should we change it again?
What? Set timeout doing. Set timeout docs. Delayed for 1 second. Let's just quickly. What is going on with my milliseconds? Oh no, because I'm displaying the total, that's why. This is the actual total. Okay, so soon we are going to have to go into the minute. Am I actually displaying that correctly? Yes, I am. So maybe I do actually want to display the remainder. No? Oh, I think I've just done it.
Right on time.
Right. Yes. Okay. I think I've done it. Yeah, because it goes to number 9, right, and it flips the second, and then it will flip into a minute. Okay, so that's the code. Okay, so to the original thing that I wanted.
Oh, please don't change it. Gotta ship it.
Okay. Yeah, I won't. I won't.
Let's see what it does when it.
Okay, I think that works. Yeah, 10.
Yes.
Okay, I think that works.
When that middle one gets to 60, then
that turns into a minute.
that's crunch time.
Okay, what was that thing? To fixed.
Get push and enjoy the weekend. Lol. Yeah. No, don't do anything. We need to
see the minutes.
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Oh, yes.
Well, no. Kind of, but we also need to reset the middle one to 0. But the end one is already resetting to 0, I think.
Don't you actually, instead of divided by 60, don't you want to do modulo 60? Whoa. No, I don't. It kind of works until the first minute, and then it's like too much.
Yeah, but then you use a conditional, I think.
To do what?
If it's more than 60, you set it to 0 again.
I mean, okay.
Oh, we're typing. Abort controller.
Oh, I changed the language on that.
The second calculation is not correct. The second is incrementing too fast on the screen. Well, those are milliseconds, though. Or do you actually mean the middle one?
Yeah, whoops. I mean, these are milliseconds and these are seconds. I think they're incrementing all right. 48, 49. No, actually, they're not. Yeah, they're going too fast.
Just seconds modulo. And use a ternary operator. DevJet's back. React plus use effects plus use state saved my life when creating time before online examination.
Maybe I actually just do like milliseconds.
Why don't you count it in milliseconds? That's what you do?
Yeah.
Yes. try to render just the number of milliseconds on the screen.
Yeah. Inner text total. There you go.
All right, so that's the milliseconds.
So I need to.
Now we can render that again, divided by 1,000 to render the seconds. Don't worry about the fact that you're showing both for the moment.
So divided by 1,000.
Yeah.
But that will be like. No, hang on, that's not. If you divide by 1,000, that would be 0.4. But so you need it divided by 100.
Okay.
So that would give 4, but it will give you 4.61. So you need to multiply it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I think we.
See what that does.
One, two,
Three banana, 4 banana.
6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. Yeah, okay, that's that. Yeah, okay, cool.
And then the minutes.
Then in the minutes is
divided by 60, I guess. Yeah.
I think the minutes are correct.
Well, it's a bit slow to test it, but yeah.
Okay, so now we can bring this back in. 1, 2, 3. I think okay, all right. I think we were onto something. Yes.
Woo, some tigers in the chat.
Oh, okay. So what you were saying? Oh yeah, but if you do 2 fixed layers, as you were suggesting to display the padding. Anyway, let's not worry about the padding just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're also like almost run out of time, so yeah. But that kind of works.
Okay. Okay. So what now?
Well, now we just need to wire up the start button.
Well, I don't know if the minutes works.
Yeah, they do, because we saw them ticking over. Well, anyway, let me just quickly const.
All right then. Yeah, sounds good. Hello, chat. Hello to you. Oh, some conditionals going on in the chat. Oh, that could be good.
Which one?
Various suggestions.
So start button, listener, click. You want to start, I guess?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay. Oh, bummer.
So now that's when you need a conditional, I guess, to take it back to 0.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
So in that case, sorry, start the interval setting.
Why are we not using conditional?
But we can't. We don't want to load it on there. We want to do it on the start of a button. So I'll just create let interval ID and
we will use conditionals.
interval ID equals set interval. And then I'll just move all of that. Yeah. All of this stuff into a separate function within that start button.
Mm-hmm. I still think that should be called count or run?
I guess. Anyway, start, stop.
Oh, yay. Yeah, but the stop button is actually pausing.
Start, stop. But if I click start again
Yeah.
and then stop, actually you are right, it is actually pausing.
But then what would stop actually, how would it be different?
Oh yeah.
We don't really need stop and pause, do
No, we actually want reset.
we?
It's not pause.
Yeah, stop button should clear the, reset.
Yeah. So, and in that case, const reset.
What? I remember Control Shift F working to format code inside scrims.
What?
Control Shift F. Maybe Command Shift F on a Mac. Maybe you have to select it and then it formats it.
Nope.
I shall ask around. Oh, look.
Nope.
This is my timer for the basketball app. And it works. Let quarter minutes equals 10. Let starting time, quarter minutes times 60. Function timer, let minutes. Okay. Math.floor divided by 60. Let seconds equals starting time modulo 60.
Let quarter minutes. That's for the basketball app, right? The math floor start time. Is that what we did?
Starting time divided by 60. Let seconds equals starting time modulo 60.
Yeah, but that has the same. Kind of starting time modulo 60. I don't think we want to do modulo 100 though. Yeah, no.
You press stop.
Whoops. See? Anyway,
So
that's future Michael's problems. And then function. So basically, to reset the whole thing, we'll just write a function that total equals 0.
easy enough.
Start.
Then we need
Stop.
to update the DOM, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Which is fairly straightforward, because that should just be that. Stop, reset, start, stop, reset, start. Reset? Okay.
That actually is resetting it, isn't it?
Yeah,
then
but
it continues to
it
count.
keeps running because I need to
clear
the interval. Actually, I should probably clear
So
the
really,
interval.
you've just accidentally made the lap function.
Yeah, actually, I actually have. So basically, you don't clear the interval and you don't reset. Yeah, you don't put the total to 0 and you don't clear the interval. You just kind of just refresh this thing and keep it in a separate DOM element.
Michael, is there a reason why we're not using conditionals? I really want to know.
Yeah, I just didn't get around it. Yes, but the legitimate reason, no.
So we would use conditionals to.
Yeah, I think I would.
I mean, why don't you just put it in? If S equals, well, it's greater than 60. Well, no, it's greater than 59.
Right.
MS equals 0. Is that right?
No, I don't think that's right. Because you kind of want to divide it by 100, but then you also want to or do you want to modulo that by 60 and then divide it by 100? I feel like that's actually... What's the remainder function? Oh, that's what we do, floor. Yeah, but once we get to 60, we want to...
Not on the milliseconds. Yeah.
Yeah, on this. So once we get seconds to 60, so if you click start twice, it doesn't like that. So once you get 60, then you have to 100.
Then you would put 0 plus seconds.
So you're saying that we need to have an if.
I think so.
But what do you display if that's the case?
0 plus seconds.
So when seconds are 0 plus seconds.
You don't need a conditional.
Yeah, I think you can just do like a modulo or something. It sounds some kind of clever. Oh yeah, so must floor total by 100 modulo 60. Yeah, of course, because you get the remainder after you've divided. Damn it. Apple with pretty modulo there. Yes. But I don't think we can wait for the whole. I mean, we can wait a minute.
Well, in the meantime.
Yes, we can wait a minute.
Snow White, in line 10, what does plus plus mean? I only know triple equals. It means you add, it's line 11 now.
Plus one. Plus 1.
Plus 1, really, yeah.
Yeah. That means plus 1. So it looks like Amar has saved the day and even given an hour. I should just try to memorize this code. Let milliseconds modulo, yeah. Floor total 6,000. 6,000? Oh, yeah, okay. So he's dividing the from the total. Yeah. That's actually a good point.
Please don't reset it now.
Yes. You should do it from the total. But and yeah, okay. So it didn't work for the minute because that's what we needed to do. We needed to take.
Yay!
But the seconds have gone
back to what we want.
Yes.
Thank you, Amar.
Yes. Nice one.
So what we've learned from this, again,
it's funny to torture me with time because I really struggle with dividing things by 100 and then 60. I'm really good at multiplying things, but I'm just useless at dividing things. Or to know what to divide by to get like seconds and milliseconds.
Anyway.
But I hope you had fun.
Thank you all for coming. It was lovely to hang out with you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can catch the next live stream. I don't know what we're going to make yet. So, if you have an idea.
Does stop button work?
I hope so. I think so.
Yes.
Yes. If you have an idea what to make next, drop it in the chat or the comments. So we've been doing this for over a year now. So we're running out of fresh ideas, aren't we?
I was having an idea of like automating Excel spreadsheets with a JavaScript.
Michael, given how difficult this was.
Does that sound exciting to the chat? Like, if you think it's exciting, write 100 emoji.
Almost nobody uses set intervals, so all is well. Really? Oh. Will you share the code in the chat? Yes, we will. In the comments below, I will drop the code very shortly.
Yes.
100 for Excel fun. Woohoo!
Yes, but obviously I can definitely see that I am one of the few who might find. Oh no! Look at that. Actually, at least 2 other people who are actually excited about Excel spreadsheets.
Come on. What's the best advice you ever received?
Don't deal with time zones or time. And to be fair, I kind of got away with it until I started doing Scrimba streams.
Brilliant.
Yes.
On that note, have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to keep coding.
Yeah. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.